Module 3, Flavor Assessment Techniques. We've heard already quite a lot about flavor components, about flavors present in beer, but do we really know how to evaluate flavor? This module will focus on tasting techniques, on flavor assessment techniques, and it will be a little bit different than the previous. First of all, it's going to be a bit more interactive, practical, and it will cover a video in which you will be able to understand how can we approach flavor evaluation of beer.
So what I would like to show you now is a couple of flavor evaluation techniques. 5 of them will refer to the evaluation of aroma, and one of them, the last one, will refer to the evaluation of taste. And let us begin. So the first thing that you do when you're given a sample of beer is that you take it and wave and sniff. And in this way, you can detect some preliminary defects, some preliminary off flavors or taints. This beer is quite okay. I don't find anything. I'm quite prone to, I am quite sensitive to diacetyl, and already this, for me, it's already good enough to detect diacetyl. Okay, now the second technique is taking short sniffs. So something like this. 3 or 4 short sniffs. And this is very good for detection of sulfury compounds, for instance, DMS or sulfitic, and also hydrosulfuric acid. Right. Here I don't find anything clear. Now, the third technique is the deep nose sniff. So something like this. One long sniff. And in this way it's easier to detect esters, aldehydes, carbonyl compounds in general, like diacetyl, for instance. So it's in low or just above threshold value. This might be good for detection of diacetyl, but especially it's good for esters. Okay, now the fourth technique is to simply cover the glass with your hand, swirl the liquid in the glass a few times. This causes the volatiles to migrate in the headspace, so more concentration of volatiles will be present in the headspace, and then take this long, deep nose sniff. And indeed, there's way more esters now than it was before. Yeah. So in this way you will be able, if something that you didn't notice before, in this way you will be able to perceive it, sense it. And the fifth technique is a pretty difficult one. It's the retro-nozzle aroma evaluation technique. And basically it's based on the in-the-mouth aroma evaluation. So what happens is that you have a portion of the beer in your mouth, it warms up, the volatiles, they migrate through the back of your throat by a retronasal manner. They get to the nasal cavity, and then they are perceived by the olfactory receptors. So let me demonstrate you how to do it. So first of all, you got to close your nose, right? Hold it, and take a portion of the beer into your mouth, distribute it among them, like on the surface of the mouth, then swallow the beer, and with keeping your mouth closed, breathe out, and then breathe in again. of course, let go of your nose before, right? So let me demonstrate you how to do it. So I close my nose. And this beer is pretty hoppy, so it's a very good example for this kind of demonstration of a technique like this. This technique is very good for sensing hop aroma compounds like kettle hops. In general, hop aroma. Well, now I have like lots of hop aroma here. All right. So these were 5 techniques for the use for the evaluation of the aroma, right? Both the odor and the retronozzle aroma. Now the last one is the taste evaluation. And here the case is pretty much easy. You just take a portion of the beer into your mouth, distribute it on the surface of the mouth and swallow it. The good thing about it is that there are, with the evaluation of taste, the case is far easier because you have only 5 attributes: salty, sour, bitter, sweet, and umami. Of course, there should be some balance between sweetness and acidity and bitterness as well. But I think that the most important one here is the bitterness. If the bitterness is overwhelming, if the bitter is like this kind of sharp, like bitterness, all of a sudden bitterness, is also not very good. If it's, on the other hand, too long, this kind of lingering, something that is here, like itchy in the throat, bitter here in the throat, but not in the mouth, it's also not very good. So the best bitterness is this kind of round bitterness, this pleasant, harmonious, this long kind of round bitterness, let's call it. And the bitterness, it usually stays for a longer time, the bitterness in the mouth. It can stay for half a minute, 1 minute. Yeah. All right, so these were 6 evaluation techniques that I wanted to present you. And as a bonus, I will present you one more technique if you ever think that your beer has got metal flavor, some metallic tint inside. And if you don't know if it has or not, you think that you have it in your nose, perhaps you have it in your taste, I don't know. There's a simple trick to check it. You just take a little bit of the beer, distribute it on your wrist here, and sniff it. And if there is metallic in the nose, that means that yes, you were correct, and there was a metallic tint in the beer. And that's pretty much it, what I wanted to show you, demonstrate you today. Thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, cheers.